This is Inside Tameside. I'm Max Wieland. The headlines. Locals awarded New Year's honours, primary school head named new academy's chief, and it's time for the Mayor of Tameside's charity ball. A young American bulldog nicknamed Bruno is recovering after being found abandoned just days after Christmas near Hyde. The pet was discovered lying in a field in a pitiful condition by a member of the public. The RSPCA were immediately called and rushed him to a vet's for treatment. He's now in their care while he recovers. The dog had suffered wounds on its back, and the charity is appealing for anyone with information about Bruno to contact them in confidence on the Inspectorate Appeal line 0300 123 8018. Two locals are among those named in this year's New Year honours. Margaret Tullett from Droylsden was awarded an MBE for services to people with disabilities. She recently retired after 37 years in the Department for Work and Pensions, where she worked as part of the Disability Champion team supporting disabled people into work. Meanwhile, Mottram's Reverend Richard Hills also received an MBE for services to industrial heritage for his perseverance and belief, which led to the formation of the Manchester Museum of Science and Industry. An Ashton primary school head teacher has been named as the principal of two new primary academies in Tameside. Karen Burns will leave her post at St Peter's Primary School to take over at academies which open in Ashton and Hattersley in September. A local World War I researcher is calling on the community of Staley Bridge to help raise the funds necessary for an extension to the town's war memorial. The call comes after a friends group to the War Memorial announced a £100,000 target needed for the extension. Frank Harrop is researching the stories behind the names on the memorial and is calling on everyone in the town to get behind the appeal. Tameside Mayor Councillor Dawson Lane will be hosting a charity Valentine's Ball at Duckingfield Town Hall on Friday the 13th of February. All money raised will go to the Mayor's Charity Appeal Fund, which incorporates several charities chosen by the Mayor. Tables for 8 people can be purchased at a cost of £320 or individual tickets at £40 per head. The evening includes a formal dinner and dancing to the sound of the Technique Soul and Motown band. And the big sports news this week is the sacking of Hyde manager Scott McNiven following the team's 7-1 defeat at the hands of Stalybridge Celtic. Here's Mark Phillip with that and all the latest sports news.
That's absolutely right, Max, and Hyde's 7-1 capitulation on New Year's Day signalled the end of McNiven's reign. The 36-year-old presided over Tigers' relegation from the Conference Premier last season, but he failed to reverse his side's fortunes this season, picking up just 2 league victories since the start of the campaign. However, McNiven's departure from Ewan Field was quickly rectified, and the club appointed former boss Gary Lowe as his successor. Gary will be accompanied by Martin Booty on his quest to save Hyde from the dreaded drop, and the duo have a glittering reputation with the Hyde faithful, guiding their side to the Conference North Championship just 3 years ago. The newly appointed boss spoke to me on Tuesday morning and stated, "This is the biggest challenge of my career so far." His first attempt to resuscitate Hyde came last Sunday when his side shared the spoils with promotion chasing Barrow. The Tigers squandered a 2-goal lead in the fixture, but salvaged a point in the last 10 minutes thanks to a Ryan Masterson equaliser. Elsewhere, a former Audenshaw school pupil made the headlines on Sunday morning when his goal guided Bolton to an FA Cup victory. 19-year-old Zach Clough scored the match-winning goal that secured his side's place in the 4th round draw. His clinical finish was rewarded with a tie at Anfield in the next round, where his side is set to face Brendan Rodgers' Liverpool. The youngster's weekend was capped off with a 2-year contract extension, which will keep him at Wanderers until 2017. As always, I'll be previewing this weekend's fixtures on Friday's Sporting Spotlight from 6 till 7 PM on Tameside Radio. Now, back to Max in the studio.
Thanks Mark. As usual, you can read these stories plus much more inside this week's Tameside Reporter and Glossop Chronicle. But for now, that's the latest from Inside Tameside.